Hello, YouTube. It's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. This is the series where Monday through Friday we take a look at one knife, one day at a time, one knife out of my collection, one day at a time. And today, the knife of the day is the Spyderco Para 3 with CPM S110V steel. Yeah, it's the Blurple edition. You know, I thought I had this one and I didn't. And so when I picked up the Blade HQ Chris Reeve Menundi, carbon fiber Menundi, I added this to my cart. Somehow it fell into the cracks and I never picked it up. I want to get all of the Blurple edition. You know, Spyderco a couple of years ago started doing production knives with Crucible's S110V steel. I mean, it has super edge retention. I know some people have said it's harder to sharpen and things like that. If you have experience with S110V steel, let me know. Again, I work in an office. My use of these knives are real minimal. It cuts like crazy. It comes out sharp as you know what out of a Spyderco box, like most of their knives. But this is the Para 3. Again, Spyderco has done the military, the paramilitary, the Mannix 2, the native, the urban. Spyderco is labeling this Midnight Blue G10. Of course, on the internet, they've been labeling it Blurple, a mixture of blue and purple. When you see it, it looks like it's almost two-tone. It looks like the G10, the coloring is off. It's not that, or that I had sweaty hands, which I do often. It's just that you see right there, you see the compression lock and the embedded liners. So that's why you see the different coloring. So let's talk first about the Para 3. Of course, the Para 3 comes from the military. The military came out from Spyderco and everyone loved it, but they kept saying, I want something smaller, I want something smaller. So Spyderco came out with the paramilitary, a smaller military. But what they introduced with the paramilitary, and this was not the first use of the compression lock. It was not. If you check the playlist of this channel, you'll see a lot of earlier Spydercos, a lot of classics that have the compression lock in it. But man, did it go crazy with the paramilitary too. Still one of Spyderco's more popular knives, and that compression lock was it. And then after that, everyone kept talking about, can you do a smaller paramilitary? And I kept hearing, because I haven't made it to any of the knife shows, that, you know, when Spyderco goes to a knife show, they show their prototypes. You're not allowed to film them or anything, take pictures of them. And they kept saying there was a smaller paramilitary around, a smaller paramilitary 2, and there were rumors that it was going to be called the Minuteman and all kinds of things. Well, last year, I'm recording this in November 2017, Spyderco came out with the paramilitary, the Para 3. I almost said the paramilitary 3, the Para 3. And the Para 3 is this. It's a 3-inch paramilitary tube, pretty much, with the compression lock. Yes, it is smooth. I just got this last week. Just really a nice knife. Perfect size for me. And they literally scaled down the paramilitary 2. Now this is special because it has the S110V steel, just a super steel. Of course, everything else is like all the other Para 3s. I'll tell you, Spyderco has been really... When I got the first paramilitary 3 and did a review, I said, oh boy, get ready for the different versions. Spyderco did not wait. In a year, they have been pumping out different versions of the Para 3 like crazy. It has taken them several years to come up with a lot of military and paramilitary 2 versions. In just 1 year, they have about 6 or 7 different versions of the Para 3. So, of course, it's my perfect size. I love a 3-inch blade. I really do. This is just under 3 inches. So it's legal in the U.S. in those places where they require 3 inches or less. It's really 2.95 inches. I'm not rounding this up because that's important. Just under that 3-inch. Of course, it's a full flat grind. That's 2.6 inches for the edge because it has a full choil, that 50-50 choil that I so love. Jimping going up to the hole, not rough jimping, but enough to hold you there. Of course, it's that Spyderco leaf shape, kind of modified Spyderco leaf shape. The entire thing is 7.2 inches, the entire knife, and only 3.4 ounces. It feels nice. It's so balanced. It's a perfect EDC knife. Most people have said the Paramilitary 2 is just perfect, but if you want a smaller Paramilitary 2, it's the Para 3. It really is. I know they wanted to make sure it was like the Paramilitary 2. I wish it was the wire clip, the deep carry wire clip. The big difference, because it is pretty much the Para 2 design shrunk, they had to make room for the large lanyard hole that the military, paramilitary, and now the Para 3 has. And so the big difference you'll see because of the real estate is with the Paramilitary 2, the clip is next to the hole, which means it's a little deeper clip. This is on top. That's a big change. I wish it was the wire clip. But other than that, the clip is 4-way, left, right, up, down. See-through constructions. You can see the liners are embedded into the scales. And of course, the compression lock. It's just wonderful. Yeah, folks, this is the knife of the day. It's the Para 3 and S110V steel. I have a lot of the Blurple. I have the entire collection of the Blurple knives. I have to tell you, I'm still stunned that Spyderco has done that because I have so many not so many, but I have a number of the S110V steels from Crucible that Spyderco had on sprint runs. They cost you a lot. It was super limited. And now anyone can get that super steel on a production knife, whatever size you want. Yeah, military, paramilitary, Para 3, the native, the Mannix 2, and even the Urban, the slip joint Urban. They're all U.S.-made knives from Spyderco in Colorado, but they blurpled them all with great steel, so go check it out. I really like that Urban. I'm surprised at how much I like that little slip joint Urban. There you have it. Compared to the Paramilitary 2, the big brother, and the Delica, so that you can get a size comparison so you know what it feels like if you had it in your hand. Hey, I'm hoping, my package has been delayed for some post office reason. I'm hoping to get, when I come from work, some new knives, 3 new Spydercos that I'll be going over. Turn on your first, subscribe, that really helps me out. Turn on your notifications so that you know when I post them. I'll either post them tomorrow morning and just do them one at a time, or I might go crazy and do all 3 of them to get them up on on YouTube. We'll see. I don't know. I have my fingers crossed. It's in town, but been in town for 3 days, so hopefully nothing's gone too wrong with them. If you enjoy this series, please like it. It just keeps me going. I have to do this before I run off to work, and so it's just great to know that you're there and you care that I do it. You guys have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full And try to keep warm too. Winter has come to most of the U.S. Try to keep warm. Have a perfect day. Goodbye.